Hi everyone, it's Sam from Sitemate. In this video, we're going to look at using the Sitemate links feature for Take 5s, which is going to allow our workforce to submit Take 5s into our Dashpivot account, but without them actually needing a Dashpivot login. So they'll be able to submit it via the Sitemate app instead. So I want to show you how we can set that up. And also what it's going to look like from the worker's perspective if they are filling out that Take 5 via the Sitemate app, and what that looks like once we get it and receive it into Dashpivot. So here we are on the Dashpivot website. We first need to make sure that we're in the right folder because wherever we set up our link is where our Take 5 submissions are going to end up. So in this case, we have a folder called Site A, and I've clicked on that and gone to the template section. You can see we have a Take 5 template set up and it's ready to go. So that's all that we need. If we head to the Links tab, we have two options. We have single and ongoing. For something like a Take 5 that workers are going to be submitting on a routine basis, maybe once a day or once a week or something like that, we need to set it up as an ongoing submission Sitemate link. This just means that when someone gains access to fill out those Take 5s, as they're submitting them, that Take 5 template is going to remain inside of their Sitemate app. And because of that, it is actually a paid feature. So whoever is submitting those Take 5s will become a Sitemate form user. Now, it is a paid user. It's not the same cost as like a Dashpivot user, but there is a cost associated with it. So please be mindful of that. All that we need to do is click the Create Link button and give our link a name. So I'm going to keep it really simple, just call it Take 5. And we need to select our Take 5 template. So that's the one down the bottom here. You can select multiple templates. Let's say you had a bundle of like safety templates that you wanted to give your workforce access to. You could select multiple. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to select the one Take 5 template and click this button down here to generate the link for it. So we're going to click on that. And it tells us that it's been generated successfully. And there's actually two ways now that we can distribute that link for our workforce to be able to gain access and submit it. So the first way is to copy this link and send it to each person via email or via SMS. When they click on the link, they'll gain access to the Take 5. The other option is to print out a poster that you can stick on the wall or on your site or at your office, and when someone scans that QR code, it works the same as if they had clicked on the link. So it's still going to give them access to that Take 5 template inside of the Sitemate app, and they can submit those Take 5s. So there's two options. I will show you what the poster looks like. It actually comes out quite nice because it's got a big QR code in the middle. It's going to have your logo up the top and some instructions on how to actually gain access to it. So let's take a look. So yeah, you can see here it says Take 5. It's ongoing access, so we know that it's a paid feature. We've got the big QR code, which is what they'll actually scan, and it's got some instructions there, and some reminders about what the Sitemate app looks like inside the app stores, as well as some information about where in Dashpivot all of these Take 5 records are going to end up. So it looks nice and professional. Go ahead and print out a bunch of these, stick them on the walls around your sites. I actually have one here that I've prepared earlier, which we're going to look at now. So assuming that we've done everything that we need as the Dashpivot user, yeah, that's basically all that we need to do. Is just distribute that link as best we can to the relevant people. So we can copy the link from here in this view as well. We can download the poster. We can also edit this link, so we can change what templates are contained within that link. And if we no longer want to use this Take 5 link anymore, we can always just archive it. So those are the options that we have here. Now, from the person who is filling out the Take 5, what they will do is they'll go into on their phone. Let's assume that there's a poster on the site. What they'll do is they'll open up the camera on their phone. They will scan the poster. You see that there's a little link that comes up and it takes us into the browser. So it's got some instructions here. We know it's for the Take 5, and we are going to need this code, or this link rather. So we're going to copy that and we need to install the Sitemate app. So I'm going to click on that. I actually have it installed already, so all I have to do is click the open button. It opens up the app for us, and we need to go to the forms section because that's where we submit our forms. Click the green button to add forms, and this is where we can paste in that link. So if we paste in what we copied back from the browser, click submit, and now the Take 5 is sitting in our Sitemate account. So we can see that it's here. It is under ongoing submission. So as soon as we submit one, we can resubmit another one if we want to. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. And you can see we can punch in the date. And then we have a whole bunch of checks, which is great. Just like a typical Take 5, we've got a whole bunch of questions. There's maybe a section down the bottom for some actions and things like that. I'm going to sign it off. Obviously, the person who's actually filling out this Take 5 will fill it all out. And then once we've done that, we can just click this submit button. And you can see it's uploading. And it's now been submitted. These are actually records. This is in the activity section of the Sitemate app. So it's just showing us our history of all the forms that we've submitted via the app. You can see the Take 5 is the most recent one. So it says it's been submitted. So now if we head back into Dash Pivot, go to templates, go to site check-in. Oh, sorry, not site check-in, Take 5. And you can see our record that we just submitted is in here. So we can open that up. We can see all the info that we filled out as well as the signature and everything like that. So the record has been submitted into Dash Pivot, but we didn't actually need to be a Dash Pivot user to submit that record. So it's a much more cost-effective way to get our entire workforce involved and submitting those Take 5s without needing a full licensed Dash Pivot login. If you get stuck with anything, feel free to reach out to our team just via the live chat on the Dash Pivot website. We also have other videos in the tutorial section covering off other use cases for Sitemate links, things like timesheets, site check-ins, inductions, things like that. So feel free to check those out. There's also other videos about other features generally that we have inside of Dash Pivot. So feel free to give those a look. So that wraps up this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.